Hey guys, I'm going to demonstrate another exercise. This exercise is the barbell Romanian deadlift. Now, this particular exercise I put in with leg day because I find that it's a very good exercise for my hamstrings. Some other guys might find that it works their lower back more than their hamstrings, however I find that it works my hamstrings more. Now, the Romanian deadlift is probably one of my favourite exercises. It works so many different muscle groups such as the hamstrings, the lower back, the upper back, the rear delts, the grip, and even probably some other small muscles there as well. I apologise about the camera angle here. I'll try and get another video at some stage with a better camera angle. However, I was going to do Romanian deadlifts today, so I thought I'd give you a demonstration of what I do. Some days I do these on their own, by the way. I don't always do them on leg day. Some days I'll do them exclusively as their own exercise. It'll just be Romanian deadlifts, maybe some reverse hypers or something. Now, the Romanian deadlift is probably most commonly used with a grip that's probably just slightly wider than shoulder width. However, I used to use this grip and I used to find that the following day I used to wake up with more pain in my upper back than my hamstrings. So I kind of ditched the exercise and used dumbbells instead. However, I went back to the barbell version and discovered that going with a slightly narrower grip just inside shoulder width hit my hamstrings a lot better and affected my back a lot less. So if you're one of those people that you find it hits your back more, you can possibly try the double overhand. The other way that people tend to do this exercise, I've noticed, is with a mixed grip, like in a conventional deadlift. I don't do that, I go double overhand. However, of those other options that you have, the wider than shoulder width and the mixed grip, you can use either of those if it suits your body. I'm just saying that the double overhand inside shoulder version, inside shoulder width version works my hamstrings a lot better. Now, one of the drawbacks to my version is that I have to hold the smooth part of the bar. I can't hold the knurling because it's too wide on the bar. So I come into the smooth bit, and if sweat gets onto your hands, you can start losing your grip or your hands can slip, affecting the balance of the exercise. So what I like to do before I do this exercise is add a little bit of lift and chop in the hands. Not much because this stuff goes everywhere. Just to get rid of any potential sweat. Now, the key with this exercise, again, just like the dumbbell version, is you have to maintain a flat back. Flat back is a slight arch. It's not an actual flat back. It is a slight curve in your lower back. It's very important because you can hurt your back with this exercise very easily. You don't want to be rounding over because again, that puts your back under a lot of stress. Another reason you don't want to do it is because it actually takes away the stress from the muscles that you're trying to work. If you round your lower back, you find that your hamstrings don't get the same stretch. So it's important that you keep that flat back. The other thing that's important is with this exercise, you want a slight bend in the knees. We don't want like a squatting position bend like you would kind of try to get in a regular bent leg deadlift. And you want to push your hips back. So if you imagine your hips are here on a clock, and your hips are in the middle of the clock, you want to kind of move your hips back towards where the 3 would be. And you're moving your torso forward in an anti-clockwise direction to that. You're kind of moving your head down towards like the 9 area or the 10 area. Now, another key thing about this exercise is find a range of motion that's suitable for yourself. Some people I've noticed like to come down to here and pull up. I've noticed a lot of guys on YouTube will use huge weights and they'll bend their knees excessively and they'll pull to about just above knee height. It's kind of not really a Romanian deadlift. I think for a Romanian deadlift, you kind of need to be getting below your knees, or probably to about mid-shin, and if you are flexible enough, down to probably about maybe 3/4 of the way down your tibias. I have seen people that are flexible enough to stretch even further, and you'll see people standing up in a block to get a deeper stretch. I think for most people that's excessive. I don't think you need that excessive range of motion. Most people that I've seen do it, they can't maintain a flat back either, and it's a matter of time before you get hurt in this version. Now, with this particular version, with this exercise, I like to go down in a controlled manner and up in a controlled fashion. Other guys like to go down in a controlled fashion and power back up. I don't like powering back up just in case I, hurt some nerves, or potentially like catch a nerve or something like that in between my discs. So I just like to go roughly about the same pace, maybe down a little bit slower, up a little bit faster. But the key is always be in control. This is an exercise with a small margin of error. You don't want to be making many mistakes with it. Now, pick a rep range that is suitable for yourself. I like higher reps with the barbell. Some guys like to use 5. I've even seen guys like to do 2 to 3. Other guys might like 10 to 12. I've had good results with reps up to 30. Find the rep range that's suitable for yourself and stick with it. So I'll demonstrate the exercise. So I have the bar. Another thing that you can do, by the way, I don't have it set up here, but you can step up in a couple of plates to give yourself a bit of an extra stretch in the hamstrings. So I'm going to get a good grip. You get right in close to the bar. Apologise about the camera angle. Get another video at some stage. Anyway, keeping my back flat. I'll just do a set of maybe 8 to 10 to show you. Okay, so up and out. Come back out. Not so far out that you're so far away from the cage. Don't hang about as well because your grip is going to fatigue. Keeping her back up. Bend the knees, down and up. Down and up. Down mid shin level. Down and up. Down and up. Keep the head up. Down and up. Down and up. Up and down. Like the Venga boys. Up and down. Up. Up. Okay. So there we have the barbell Romanian deadlift. Hope this video was instructional for you and provided you with some benefit. If you get any questions, feel free to ask me. You can PM me or ask in the comment section. Thanks a lot, guys.